Welcome to the second annual Junkies Choice Awards show. You pick the categories, you pick the nominations, and you pick the winners. Let's find out who will be receiving a Vinnie tonight. The Pop Culture Vulture Awards statuette.
Coming in hot from Olympus Games in Mesa, Arizona. It's the second annual Junkies Choice Awards.
This evening, our award presenters are
Alex,
Hayley,
Nicole,
and Shauna. You all picked the categories. You picked the winners. If you don't like who won, make sure to vote next year for the third annual Junkies Choice Awards.
let's get started.
All right. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for being here. I appreciate everybody that came. Yeah, we're here. Pop Culture Junkie Awards. Woo! And so I
Take
guess,
your top off.
It's already off.
But so I will be reading the first category, and obviously it's something that we take very, very, very seriously. We don't just go into any fast food restaurant just because it's a fast food restaurant. We choose our fast food restaurants because of their fries.
Absolutely.
And so this year you chose the best fast food French fries. The nominees are McDonald's.
Hold your applause. Hold your applause.
Hold your applause. Just imagine that there's pictures of McDonald's fries, nacho fries at Taco Bell, Five Guys, Lenny's, In-N-Out, and Steak and Shake. All right. And the Vinnie for the best fast food French fries goes to McDonald's. Woo! Ronald McDonald wasn't here to get his award, but we will be sending it to him, the Culture Vulture statuette.
We're putting it in our trunk with last year's awards. It's really full back there still.
Congratulations, Ronnie.
I feel like McDonald's was the obvious choice because they are the greasiest. And when we want fast food, we want the grease. That's why we're there.
I gotta say, McDonald's fries are the best. And maybe it's because I have a connection. It was also one of my first jobs as a 15-year-old high school student. And I was whipping up those fries like nobody's business.
Dude, McDonald's French fries slap. Those things are delicious.
Especially right out of the fryer.
They're just hot,
nice
golden, and
crispy.
crispy.
Have you ever tried to reheat McDonald's French fries?
Probably.
Oh, God.
All right, that's
Don't
a
ever do
mistake.
it.
Yeah.
They taste like Play-Doh.
I'm going to get some on the way home now.
Actually, I think my fascination for McDonald's French fries, when I started marrying them as a child, we would go to church on Sundays, and after church, we'd go to the McDonald's drive-thru, and I would order large fries, and in the back seat, nobody would hear me. I'm just like, and now, Alex, do you take this French fry as your...
I used to do that with my shampoo bottles
Oh,
in
really?
the shower.
Oh, my God, thank you. I thought it was the...
Oh, yeah, but we'd have tire plays in there. Anyway.
I'm conditioner. I go on second and make the hair silky and smooth. Sorry, Billy Madison.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good, that's good.
Alex, thank you for that. I am pleased to be here tonight on the Junkies Choice Awards. Longtime watcher, first-time presenter. A lot of things have been said about me throughout my lifetime. I've been called a lot of names, a lot of things good and bad. But one thing that you can never say about me is that I'm not original. So I'm pleased to be presenting the next category, which is the best original movie. No sequels, prequels, or reboots allowed. And the nominees are Last Night in Soho, Encanto, Nobody, The Mitchells versus the Machines, The Harder They Fall, and Licorice Pizza. And the Vinnie for the best original movie goes to, drumroll please, Encanto.
We don't talk about Alex. Can we do that? Because I didn't say...
You changed the words.
Yeah, because I don't want to pay for it.
Please talk about Alex. This is a no-brainer, you guys, because it's everywhere.
Yeah.
You can't escape Encanto.
I love Encanto. I still watch it. My son doesn't still understand it because he's only a year and a half, but I still play it because
You
I
understand
feel it. Yeah.
As a parent, I've seen Encanto 15 times or something now, and listened to the soundtrack, and that Surface Pressure song slaps. So if you've never even seen the movie, just go listen to Surface Pressure, and if you're, a whatever type A personality who puts a lot of pressure on yourself for no reason, You'll relate. Encanto.
Wow.
So you say it.
Yeah,
Encanto.
enchantment. Which actually is, I think it's based out of La Isla del Encanto, which is Puerto Rico.
Very nice. And, Lin-Manuel Miranda was involved with Encanto, which is also why it's successful, because he's freaking Midas and everything he touches turns to gold.
And Dominican.
Now, going completely opposite of that category, we have the category where some of these movies probably should not have even been made in the first place. So, the next category is Best Sequel of 2021.
Not Matrix Resurrection.
That is one of the nominees. And the nominees are Ghostbusters Afterlife, Spider-Man No Way Home, Coming to America, F9, Fast and Furious, Halloween Kills, and The Matrix Resurrections. And the Vinnie goes to Spider-Man No Way Home.
Oh, well, that's like a no-brainer.
It had to.
Yeah, it's one of the two I've seen out of the list, so I'm very happy it won.
God, I'm still thinking about that movie. I loved it.
The hype,
loved it.
man, the hype. Like,
I think the hype is what ruined it for me.
yeah.
Because I want to like it, but I don't really.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
You didn't like it?
also
Hot
because I missed the
takes.
first half hour.
He did show up rather late
That's
to
true.
the film.
No, I loved it. I absolutely loved it. I will say, though, on that list, the biggest surprise for me was Ghostbusters Afterlife, because it had that didn't have the hype. And I felt like it should have. It was that exceeded my expectations, whereas Spider-Man No Way Home met my expectations.
Controversial opinions here at the Pop Culture
Hot takes.
Junkie Awards. It's fine. Our fourth category is Best TV Opening Credits. And I have to say, the one that I think should be on here was not nominated. More controversial opinions.
Ooh.
We had to blame the people because they chose it.
Yeah, thanks, people.
So what's your honorable mention? Before
My honorable mention is for Peacemaker.
You know what? That's because it was 2022, and this is 2021.
Ooh.
Peacemaker
Next year.
will carry this category. Yeah.
For the foreseeable future. Anyway, for 2021, the nominations for the best TV opening credits are WandaVision, Law and Order, Organized Crime. I wonder who put that one in. Why, The Last Man, Invasion, Only Murders in the Building, and Hawkeye.
A lot of good ones.
Those are good ones.
Yeah.
And the Vinnie goes to WandaVision.
Yay!
I agree. I liked it.
Yeah, WandaVision was that the first Disney's Marvel
It
series?
sure
Yeah.
was.
Yeah, look at
Launched
that.
us into it.
Very beginning of phase 4. Is that what we're in? Or
God.
whatever they're calling it these days?
Time has no meaning. And time has no meaning in the MCU, so it's
Also true.
appropriate.
Yeah, I feel like the opening credits for WandaVision really like set the tone for the series in, I don't know.
Remind me, they changed it every episode.
Yes.
Yeah, see, that's why they deserved it, because they did more work for it. Okay, so now, the next category. If you are someone who likes to read, but doesn't like to use your imagination and prefers to see the pictures in your book, then this category is for you.
If you're a lazy piece of trash.
If
Sounds
your
like a
imagination
category for
doesn't
me,
work-
Alex. Go on.
Best comic book title of 2021. What was the best read of the year? The nominees are James Tynion IV's Something is Killing the Children. Reiko Murakami's A Basket Full of Heads. Neil Gaiman's Norse Mythology. Tom Taylor's Nightwing. Jed McKay's Moon Knight. Ram 5's Swamp Thing. Joshua Williamson's Robin. And J.H. Williams's Echolands. And the Vinnie for Best Read of the Year goes to Neil Gaiman's Norse Mythology.
I haven't read that, but I like
I was
Neil
gonna
Gaiman,
ask,
so
did
good for him.
Anybody read it?
No. So please hype us up on social media and tell us why you voted for that read. And if you're in the market for some comics, head up mycomicshop.com that supports your local. Instead of buying them from Amazon, My Comic Shop will pull them from local comic book stores. So support your local comic book shops. All right, the next category, you guys, is 2021's best comeback. I really like this category because I feel like 2021 was kind of a year of comebacks. You know what I mean? Like post 2020, super depressing. It's like 2021, we all kind of started to come back to life.
My serotonin made a comeback in 2021.
Absolutely. So who made us fall in love all over again? Here we go. The nominees for best comeback are Bo Burnham, Adele, John Mulaney, Britney Spears, the Friends cast, and Bennifer. J-Lo and Ben Affleck.
Oh my God, I hope Bennifer wins. I hope Bennifer wins.
I'm pretty invested in this one. Here we go. Opening the envelope. And the Vinnie goes to Britney Spears.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
good for her.
You know what? Don't call it a comeback. She's been here for years.
That, you know what? I'm surprised.
Hit
I'm
me,
surprised.
baby, one more time. Am I right?
Ah, badoont.
Oops, she did it again.
Alrighty, on to your next category. Best video game of 2021. What kept your hands on the controller last year?
I didn't know where that was going.
I was going to say, my hands were somewhere
What
else.
kept your hands busy?
All right, let's keep that to ourselves.
Off of one controller and onto another one.
on the
joystick,
computer.
no.
Come on, I work a lot.
Keep that to yourselves, please.
Typing words.
And the nominees are It Takes Two, Metroid Dread, Halo Infinite, Resident Evil Village, Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, Guardians of the Galaxy, Kena, Bridge of Spirits, and Olive Town. And the Vinnie goes to, hopefully one I can pronounce, Guardians of the Galaxy.
All right.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like this one because it's Guardians of the Galaxy. So if you're coming across this category and you're like, I don't know, I don't play video games, you just selected like the one franchise that you're familiar
Yeah,
with.
I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that probably wasn't the most popular or best video game from those categories.
First of
But
all, I didn't even know they had a video game.
So as someone who has religiously played every single one of these video games, I really think that Halo was robbed. Just kidding, I haven't played any of them.
Halo's so played out.
What, was that believable for like a minute?
I honestly, I believed you.
Yeah.
As somebody who's watched my husband play many of these, I think Halo might have been
I
wrong.
think the only game I played last year was Mario Party with my children.
Did that come out last year?
No, absolutely not. I think it's been out for like 5 years.
We love video games here at the Pop Culture Junkie Podcast.
The only game I played
Do
was
they have those
myself.
still?
Invest in games.
Where did you just tell us to keep?
Like, as in, like, I played myself, as in, like,
Oh, okay.
not
Sorry.
like that.
I
God,
did-
Get your head out of the gutter, Alex. What the hell?
Listen, that's how I spent most of my 2021. No
Yikes.
shame in the playing game. My joystick is worn out.
Oh, jeez.
You did watch that one show on Netflix.
It's getting hot in here at the Pop. What are these awards called again? The Pop
The
Culture
Porn
Junkie.
Junkies podcast.
Junkies Choice
Things are
Awards.
getting hot here at the Junkies Choice Awards. Let's move on before we set the fire alarm off, folks. The next category is the most unjust cancellation of 2021.
I was really surprised with these nominations, by the way, because when I saw this, like unjust cancellation, I was thinking like TV shows. And then I saw the nominees were like all people, like people who had been canceled.
Well, that's
I thought
actually
that
all
was
TV
interesting.
shows.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, what? Then what am I thinking of? No, there was something. Oh, the next one. Okay. What is that one? The Just? Okay, I'll come in on
okay.
that one. Hold
Like
on.
these are literally
hold
all
on.
TV shows.
Thumbtack that, and then I'll come back to that for that one.
Why don't we table that for later?
I was really surprised because I was expecting people to be on this list, and it's actually all just TV shows.
I know exactly what you're talking about, Hayley. And the nominees are Brooklyn Nine-Nine, Insecure, Bless the Hearts, Supergirl, Lovecraft Country. That was canceled?
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, God.
You're just learning about it.
What the hell?
Sorry.
Lucifer, Pose, and Blackish. I don't know if Lucifer is canceled as much as it just kind of came to a conclusion, but that's fine. And the Vinnie goes to Lovecraft Country. Thank you. I didn't even know it was canceled.
Yeah, that was really sad. Yeah, they only did
Unjust.
2 seasons. No, 1 season?
I think so.
1 season, yeah.
Is that a Hulu original?
It's HBO, I think.
HBO?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was such a great
Dude, everybody go and binge that. But you know what we can say? The Pop Culture Junkie Podcast has made it further than Lovecraft Country.
Yeah.
Pour one out.
All right. Well, our next category is for the most just cancellation of 2021.
You know, I thought this one was going to be all TV shows, but turns out people can get canceled. What?
Yeah, it's
This is brand new
2022.
information.
People are getting canceled left and right. Let's see.
You know, I almost would call that like, there's like a culture surrounding that, no? I don't know what I would call it.
No idea what you're talking about.
Stop culture. I don't know. I can't think of it. I'm sure there's something clever out there.
Maybe it's with a C? I don't know. But
Criticism culture.
we have I was going to call it Justification Award. We have a Vinnie Award for the most just cancellation of 2021. So who got canceled and deserved it? The nominees are The Walking Dead, which is not a person.
And technically isn't canceled.
I don't think it was canceled.
It's still got 2/3 of a season, but never mind. Keep going.
Cowboy Bebop.
Bebop.
Marilyn Manson. Chrissy Teigen?
Teigen. Oh, wait, no, we discussed this. Teigen.
Okay, Chrissy Teigen, Chris Noth, Armie Hammer, and Matt Damon.
There's some crappy people in there.
There are.
So, the award for most just cancellation of 2021 goes to The Walking Dead.
No way.
I was actually surprised reading this. What?
Recount.
No way.
Marilyn Manson. It's
Yeah, Marilyn Manson,
Yeah.
Matt Damon. There were a lot of good people here.
Yeah.
Well, bad people.
Armie Hammer had like a collection of toenails or some crap in his
Ew.
house.
Wait,
but we're
Armie
going to choose
Hammer?
the zombie show?
Dude, yeah. Men are trash. Let's go move on to the next category. I'm sorry. Those men are trash. Let's move on to the next category.
Whew. All right, I got to wash that out of my mouth with the next category. All right. The next category is favorite podcast that isn't Pop Culture Junkie. Because it wasn't fair.
Obviously, yeah.
Yeah, we can put
right?
ourselves in there.
And there's a lot of really good podcasts out there. So I'm
I mean, not as good as ours now.
I mean, that's absolutely true. Yeah. Now available on Audible. All right, here we go. The nominees are It's Always Sunny podcast, Fake Doctors, Real Friends, The Scrubs podcast, Toxic, The Britney Spears Story, Comedy Gold Mines with Kevin Hart, The Real, Welcome to Our Show, a New Girl podcast, Brilliant Idiots, and Morbid. All right. The Vinnie goes to Fake Doctors, Real Friends, the Scrubs Rewatch podcast with Zach Braff and Donald Faison.
Oh, that
All
sounds
right.
adorable.
Yeah, it sounds like a good one.
Yeah, I could get behind that.
There's a lot of shows doing the like recap
Oh, yeah.
podcast.
Like the New Girl one that just started, yeah. And
Buffering the Vampire Slayer.
yeah.
Actually, there's one show that just came out that Bel Air. They're not doing a recap podcast, but they're doing a podcast.
Like alongside it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sort
there's
of.
a Peacemaker podcast too, which they started showing like commercials after Peacemaker right before the episode. It's like, also check out the podcast. And Only Murders in the Building is doing a podcast too. It's the new medium, you guys.
Did you know that Pop Culture Junkie is going to do a podcast for the Pop Culture Junkie podcast?
It's the Pop Culture Junkie podcast.
Yeah, we're going to talk about the podcast on the podcast. It's
Yeah.
going to be really great, you guys.
Stay tuned.
It's for fans of The Talking Dead, which apparently there are none because you guys voted The Walking Dead as the most just cancellation of 2021. I'm outraged. I'm going to lose
That was
sleep about that.
disgusting.
All right. Speaking of losers, our next category. Our next category is the most disappointing sports moment of 2021. And the nominees are the collapse of the Arizona Cardinals in the playoffs, Phoenix Suns losing in the NBA Finals to the Milwaukee Bucks. These are all Arizona.
So
It's almost like our podcast is based out of Arizona.
So strange.
The Arizona Wildcats college football team,
Here for that one.
That was sad.
I mean, darn.
Go Devils. The Los Angeles Lakers season. Space Jam, A New Legacy. And Naomi Osaka's third round loss.
Space Jam better win.
All right, I'm pulling for Space Jam.
All right. And the Vinnie goes to... Please hold. Difficulties in opening the envelope. And the winner is Space Jam, A New Legacy.
Wait. I mean, boo.
Yeah, boo. Well deserved.
Arizona had 3 on there and did not even win. So I guess they're still winning something.
At least we're better than LeBron James.
It means we have listeners in other states and they don't follow Arizona sports.
It's true. They're like, I wasn't disappointed
Yeah.
by the Cardinals because I never liked them anyways.
But that Space Jam movie, yeah, that sucked.
Sucked. We're not binging Space Jam, but we are binging something. The next category is the best binge of
It's like,
2021.
you can't binge Space Jam. It's a single movie.
You could watch both of them just on loop. In year 3 of the pandemic. Oh God, that hurt me to read. Jesus Christ.
Welcome.
Oh my God. In year 3 of the pandemic, what show or whatever did you use to get through the days? I know the things that I used aren't on this list. Only Murders in the Building, Yellow Jackets, Lucifer, Cobra Kai, Bridgerton, Squid Game, Dexter New Blood, Reservation Dogs, or Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip.
a lot of good stuff.
Those were good ones.
Oh.
And the Vinnie goes to Squid Game, of
Knew it.
course.
Yep.
Of course.
Knew it.
Yep.
Squid Game is so good. And did you guys see that it got greenlit for season 2?
Really?
Really? I thought it was
I-
already greenlit because they just left it on that cliffhanger.
I've successfully managed to dodge Squid Game.
Me too, Haley. Me
Haven't
too.
watched it yet.
You all are missing out for the
I don't
sake of
think so.
hipsterdom.
Yeah, I gotta say, you can binge it until like after the 6th episode because then it's just
Shit gets real.
It was one of those things like with Game of Thrones, which I also have not watched, where I felt like it was just everywhere all the time and everybody was talking about it. So I didn't have to watch it. 'cause
Told
I
you.
felt like I already knew everything about it.
You're ignoring good things for the sake of being a hipster.
Yeah, that's true. The second annual Junkies Choice Awards will return after these messages. And now we return to the second annual Junkies Choice Awards.
all right. And here we go. Continue in. The next category is the theatrical movie most worth risking catching COVID for. The nominees are Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, Black Widow, Spider-Man No Way Home, Nightmare Alley, F9 The Fast Saga, and Cruella. Okay, so the Vinnie for most worth risking catching COVID for goes to Spider-Man No Way Home.
I'm pretty sure I caught COVID at that movie premiere and totally worth it. I'm just kidding. It wasn't there.
Yeah, I mean, is this the second award?
Yeah.
Spider-Man,
yeah.
congratulations, Spider-Man No Way Home, on receiving your second Vinnie.
I will say too, a lot of people like this was probably the first movie back in theaters
Yeah.
that they went to go see like since theaters shut down. Because even with Shang-Chi, like was Shang-Chi available via streaming?
I think it was streaming. Yeah, I think it was on. It was like one of those dual release things.
You know, now that I'm thinking, Spider-Man might have caused Omicron.
I think Spider-Man caused. Thanks, Tom Holland.
Way to go!
It's okay. He's got nice abs.
Started the multiverse, caused Omicron. Also, objectively, Doctor Strange is like a really bad magician. Like if you think about it, like everything he's ever done has gone wrong.
Are you blaming Omicron on Doctor Strange now?
Just saying. When he does it, he's a hero, but when Wanda does it, she's a villain.
When Wanda creates an international years-long pandemic, everyone gets angry.
All right. The next category is Best Musical of 2021. What movie had you dancing in the aisles or your living room and singing at the top of your lungs this year? And the nominees are In the Heights, Encanto, West Side Story, Vivo, Respect, the Aretha Franklin Story, and Tick, Tick, Boom. So let's see who's going to win yet another award. Maybe Andrew Garfield? Lin-Manuel Miranda? He's got 2 chances here. All right, let's check it out. Here we go. And the winner of the Vinnie statuette is In the Heights.
All right.
Dear Evan Hansen was snubbed. Ain't nobody voting for it. You know why, though?
Because that movie was cringe AF.
Well, yeah. I mean, like, I'm a huge Dear Evan Hansen fan of, like, the stage production. I didn't even bother seeing the movie.
Wait. So what is that? Is that like about the Hansen brothers?
So Dear Evan Hansen is about one of the Hansen brothers.
It is.
And he commits suicide.
He commits suicide.
Because Mbop just drives him insane.
We're
This is a
totally
joke.
sorry. It is a long-running stage musical that we are fans of here at the Pop Culture Junkie Podcast.
Right.
But they cast the original actor from the stage show to play the character that he plays into the movie. But this guy's like 45 years old. Okay, no.
I mean, he's
probably
not.
in
He's
his
like 30,
mid-30s.
right?
But he's playing like a 16-year-old. And so there's
that's awkward.
there's some awkward makeup application going on.
Well, congratulations to In the Heights.
Yes.
I never finished watching it. I watched the first 10 minutes. I'm not really a big musical fan.
I really love musicals, and In the Heights is one that I inexplicably, like, I was really looking forward to it, and then I still haven't watched. So, I don't know why.
Musical movie night.
Yeah. And Tick, Tick, Boom, too, is another one that I was like, oh, I can't wait for this. I love Rent. Jonathan Larson.
I
Yay.
thought you were
And
going
then
to
I just
say
haven't watched
Tick, Tick, Tock.
Tick, Tick, Tock. No, that's
She loves
Nicole's favorite
Kesha.
musical.
Huge Kesha stands here at the Pop Culture Junkie Podcast.
I would totally watch Kesha the musical.
Oh my God, please. Hashtag free Kesha. Hashtag make a Kesha musical.
Dance. James Vanderbeek is in that music video.
For what?
I don't know. For that Kesha song.
I know, honey.
Right?
I know, yeah.
Oh, okay,
I
all
know,
right.
honey.
Oh, right. A category perfect for me. The biggest disappointment of pop culture.
I just want to hug you
Nicole's
sometimes.
been a disappointment to her parents since 1997.
Remember that time she told us to jump in front of a bus?
Yeah.
We were watching The Lake House, and you was like,
She's like, what if he killed himself?
I said that?
Yeah. You made like the most dry ass suicide joke I've ever heard.
Dude,
Nicole's got some dark takes.
Dude, I'm a very dark person, but it's just funny. Like, don't think anything
Back
of
from like
it.
a week on the beach in Florida, and she's like, vacay. I'm a disappointment to everyone I know.
Yeah, don't take it to heart. I just like to be funny. Anyways,
we're laughing.
what could have been so much better, but wasn't? The nominees are The Eternals, Tiger King sequel, Cowboy Bebop, Certified Lover Boy by Drake, The Olympics, Space Jam 2, and Halloween Kills. And the Vinnie goes to The Eternals and the Tiger King sequel.
Oh,
We got a double whammy. You guys suck that bad.
Dude, both of those were very disappointing.
Dude, I just watched Eternals last night, and I was not disappointed. But I think the thing is I was expecting to be so disappointed. So I went into it thinking I was going to hate it, and then walked away and actually like enjoyed it. I think had I gone into it thinking this is going to be amazing, I might have been disappointed.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you for setting the bar really, really low.
I did it for you.
Thank you.
Moving right along, the next category is Most Outrageous Social Media Feed of 2021. And the nominees are Alice Evans' Twitter feed, her divorce from Joanne Griffith, Britney's Instagram, Jennifer Lopez confirming rumors that she was back on with Ben, Northwest having a TikTok, Shailene Woodley commenting on Aaron Rodgers' penis on Instagram. Sticking with genitalia, Nicki Minaj on Twitter commenting on her cousin's testicles. And the Vinnie goes to Aaron Rodgers' penis. I'm just kidding. It's not. The Vinnie goes to Britney's Instagram. Understandably so.
Yeah.
You know, Kanye is running with this category already in 2022.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, definitely.
But 2021 was about Britney's gram. Do you guys follow Britney on Instagram? It's bananas. She posts the same video over and over and over again. She wears the same top, like 15 pictures in a row. She'll just post like random. I mean, she got into an entire family feud.
Oh, yeah.
With Jamie Lynn on Instagram. God, fans of the note screen capture.
I have followed
The text messages.
Yeah.
I followed a guy who his whole TikTok account was just parodies of those Britney videos.
Yeah, and her just dancing and spinning her head around in circles over and over. We love you, Brittany.
Yeah, those eyes just staring deep into them while she's doing that is very trance-like.
Unwavering eye contact.
Yeah. Well, this next category is probably the most creative category of all of them, and it's the best new anything of 2021. And the nominees are streaming new theatrical releases, Britney Spears' Freedom, WandaVision, Kanye West, Donda, A$AP Rocky's Crunchberry Blanket at the Met Gala, Montero by Lil Nas X, and Netflix cooking shows like American Barbecue Showdown and High on the Hog.
God, I love those shows.
And the Vinnie for Best New Anything goes to WandaVision. Yay, WandaVision.
I got the second for
win.
WandaVision.
Yeah, we don't know why, but just because it exists.
Because it's new.
I think because it kicked off this whole new phase
Yeah, it
of
did.
Marvel, right? Yeah.
It was my introduction.
That's such a weird introduction into Marvel, too.
I know, right?
I enjoyed
What
it.
is this?
Because it's very
really good.
not Marvel. At least,
Yeah.
like, I like
In the
end of it.
beginning.
Yeah.
All right, the next category is Best Earworm of 2021. What song was in your head the most last year? Now, there's a lot of nominees for this one. People really showed up and no one could agree. So everybody nominated everything. So bear with me as I read every song that came out in 2021. Here we go. Call Me By Your Name, Lil Nas X. Agatha All Along from WandaVision. Shout out. Stay by Justin Bieber and Kid Laroi. You Should Be Dancing by the Foo Fighters. Welcome to the Internet by Bo Burnham. Save the City from Rogers the Musical, as seen on Hawkeye. Good For You by Olivia Rodrigo. The Red Light, Green Light song from Squid Game, or from Skateland, if you went there as a child. Thought Shit by Megan Thee Stallion. 24 by Ye, or the artist formerly known as Kanye. Pride is the Devil by J. Cole. And Happier Than Ever by Billie Eilish. I wonder who nominated that song.
So weird.
Billy.
Billie herself
Heck yeah. I reached out to
nominated. Thank you for voting, Billie.
I thought you meant Billy, the guy that's over here.
Oh,
at the
my
counter.
The guy working at the desk at Olympus Games. He's our biggest fan.
I don't think his name is Billy.
He gives me the bathroom key every week.
Is his name Billy?
I have no idea.
No, I was just trying to make a joke.
Megan. Well, you had us all fooled.
All right, and the winner is Best Earworm of 2021 goes to Agatha All Along from WandaVision. Dude, cleaning up. Written by Kristen Anderson Lopez and Robert Lopez. Performed by Robert Lopez, Eric Bradley, Greg Whipple, Jasper Randall, Gerald White, and Catherine Hahn. Yeah, baby.
That song
remember that
slapped. Really? It was Agatha all along. I don't think I can
No?
do that.
That's when, okay, so the Agatha reveal in WandaVision,
remember
the
that.
plot twist is.
There was a song with it?
Yeah, I don't remember.
yeah,
either.
it's
guys.
revealed through a music video.
Yeah, it's a musical number. She
Yeah.
says she killed the dog.
That was so long ago.
Yeah.
Sparky?
That was a whole year ago.
oh my god.
Oh, man. Well, it's time to revisit WandaVision.
Apparently it wasn't that big of an earworm. that worm crawled right out of these holes.
Gross.
Oh, my gosh.
Moving right along to what kept you sane in 2021.
WandaVision.
That is not one of the nominees.
Oh.
Let me list them for you, though. We have Ted Lasso, Bernie Sanders memes, Postmates or other food delivery services, booze.
I nominated that one. No shame.
I think I voted for that one. Amazon Prime and other streaming services, and the coffee maker. And the Vinnie goes to It's a tie between Postmates, food delivery services, and booze.
Yeah, that's a good combo.
Yeah, they go hand in hand.
It's where all of my money went in 2021.
Doesn't Postmates deliver booze now?
They sure do, Alex.
2 birds,
Use
one app.
promo code Pop Culture Junkie. I'm just kidding. All right. Speaking of the things I spent my money on and my life in general, the biggest train wreck of 2021. What could you not look at / not look away from? Oh my God. Yeah. It's a lot. There's a lot, y'all. It was a rough year. The year as a whole, my love life, Megan Fox and Machine Gun Kelly's gross romance, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle telling Oprah about royal racism, Taylor Swift's video dissing Jake Gyllenhaal, Kim versus Kanye, Ashton Kutcher, Mila Kunis, and other unhygienic celebrities, Kim Kardashian's Grim Reaper costume at the Met Gala, Will and Jada's very public reveal of intimate marital secrets, and just like that, Chris Noth, Peloton, etc., etc. The accents in House of Gucci, and A-Rod getting dumped by J-Lo. Whew, it's a big train wreck,
Did
folks.
A-Rod dumped J? Oh, no, yeah, you say dumped by J-Lo.
Dumped by J-Lo. All right, and the Vinnie goes to just the year as a whole, you guys.
Every single one of those
Just
options.
everything was
All of the
just
above.
sus and creepy, and we hated it.
All right, and because we hated things and really wanted to enjoy ourselves somewhere, somehow, we're going to go over the best pop culture event of 2021. Did you go to a concert? What was worth attending last year?
I feel like these nominations are really, really specific because there was no collective anything that anybody went to. So it was just like any random thing like, I went to this concert one time.
They're like Rebel Lounge Thursday night, January 25th.
Yeah, I think actually a couple of these people were able to watch, but you can't go there unless it's your living room. The nominees are Comic Cons, Free Larry Hoover Benefit Concert, Gay featuring Drake, Donda Listening Parties, The Bleachers Concert, Seeing Movies in the Theaters, Talladega NASCAR Race, and nothing because COVID.
Honestly, though.
These categories have gotten progressively more depressing. We start out with like best thing ever to like train wreck and then nothingness.
It's just my life.
All right, I almost forgot.
Nicole's
there was an
parents
award
being
here.
disappointed in her.
Nicole started like commandeering these categories.
All
Hey,
right,
the people chose.
and the people chose the next Vinnie for Best Pop Culture Event of 2021 goes to Seeing Movies in Theaters,
Yes.
which is probably the only thing on this list that people can actually...
We could all collectively do.
Right. All right. I'm really excited for this category because I'm rooting really hard for one of these nominees in particular, and so I'm excited to see what everybody chose. This is like the Lifetime Achievement Award for the Junkies Choice Awards. So this category is the Best Jennifer. Best Jennifer. And there's a lot of nominees, and to be honest, I don't even know who like 2 or 3 of these Jennifers are. So
It's just some girl named Jennifer voting, and she's just like, Jennifer Smith.
if they pull out a win, I'm going to be flabbergasted. Here we go. The nominees are Jennifer Lawrence, Jennifer Aniston, Jennifer Garner, Jennifer Lopez, Jennifer Hudson, Jennifer Tilly, Jennifer Grey, Jennifer Coolidge, Jennifer Jason Leigh, and Jennifer Beals.
Those are some quality
That's
Jennifers.
a lot of
Yeah, for real.
Jennifers. All right, I'm nervous. I'm nervous, you guys. If Jennifer Tilly pulls out a win, I'm going to fall on the floor.
I kind of hope. I have the illustration.
Jennifer Coolidge, Jennifer Coolidge.
Here we go. The Vinnie goes to Jennifer Aniston.
I am not surprised.
The next award is the Worst Jennifer Lifetime Achievement Award, and that went to Jenny McCarthy. So
Oh, yep, that works. That works.
Who's that?
You don't know Jennifer McCarthy?
Is she a country singer?
She's a Playboy bunny, and then she married Donnie Wahlberg.
She's like weirdly anti-vax and very loud about
She's
it.
just
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was like, I love her.
Like for the past like 25 years, like she's against like the flu shot and shit. Like,
yeah. It's not new.
Yeah.
Jennifer Aniston. Yeah, shout out. That's not who I was rooting for.
I will
but I get
defend
it.
her to
Jennifer.
the day I die.
I mean, I get it. Like, has she really contributed that much outside of Friends? I feel like no, but
She was in
it's
that
okay.
movie where she kissed her son.
What?
Oh, you're talking about the one with Jake Gyllenhaal. Wait, no.
Is it Jake Gyllenhaal? No, the one where the
You're talking about that movie, the one where she was nominated for? Oh no, wait, no, she hasn't been nominated for Jack because she's not that good of an actress.
I think my favorite Jennifer was that girl who gave me the tampon once in the ladies' room in middle school.
in the basement underneath the club where John.
She was a great Jennifer. Shout out, Jennifer, if you're still listening.
It's cool. I like Jennifer Aniston. She's like probably my third favorite on this list. I was really rooting for Garner just because I feel like she's been burned so many times.
It's an underrated Jennifer right there.
Yeah, I agree.
All right. Grab your tissues, everyone, because the next category is the saddest celebrity death of 2021. And your nominees are Betty White, Mike Nesmith of the Monkees, DMX, Biz Markie, Virgil Abloh, James Michael Tyler, a.k.a. Gunther on Friends, Norm Macdonald, Michael K. Williams, and Beverly Cleary, the author of Ramona and Beezus. And the Vinnie in memoriam of the saddest celebrity death goes to Betty White.
Of course.
I feel that was the only right answer.
Wasn't it New Year's Eve?
It
Yeah.
was. She's so close to her
So many
100th
days
birthday.
shy of her
Yeah.
100th birthday.
Yeah.
I mean, exactly. I mean, she did great.
Talk about a lifetime achievement.
She lived a solid life.
Yeah, she lived a
did.
solid life.
It's
Shout
a
out,
testament to someone's life when they die at the age of 99 and you're still like, oh, it was too soon.
That's really deep, Hayley.
Thanks, I saw it in a tweet.
I wasn't going to call you out.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have come to that point in the evening that we have all been waiting for. The big guns are coming out. Our final award. Yeah.
Junkies Choice.
I'm Conan O'Brien in the back of the, whatever, the Golden Globes or whatever.
Put your top back on. All right. Our final category is the hero of 2021. I was humble enough to remove myself from the nominations.
We appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But who saved the year for you? The nominees are Kevin Feige, Simone Biles, Lil Nas X, Britney Spears, Pete Davidson, Steve from Blue's Clues, and Billie Eilish. I wonder who nominated her.
Y'all don't have to call me out for every single one. Okay.
And the final Vinnie of the night goes to Steve from Blue's Clues. You know, he really did sit us all down and tell us, hey, whatever you're doing, all that student loan debt, I still love you. You're going to be amazing, sweetie.
You know, I just rewatched this movie, Midnight in Paris, that I really love despite the Woody Allen of it all. And there's a quote about nostalgia in that movie that says nostalgia is denial of the painful present. And I feel like Steve from Blue's Clues, the reason he was the hero of 2021 is because of that nostalgia and our denial of the painful present. Like just for a minute, he let us go back in time to being a child, or in my case, like 14 years old and way too old to be watching Blue's Clues. And just reminded us of the good old days when we used to get a letter in the mailbox.
A time when COVID didn't exist.
Did you guys hear all three?
I was going to
All
bring
three
that
of
up.
them are uniting in a Spider-Man No Way Home type film.
I did not see that, but I'm
Blue's
here
Clues.
for it.
Yes.
It's called
And it
Blue's
will-
Clues. Come back home.
It will be the hero.
Please come back home. Oh my God, like Blue runs away from home and they all have to go looking for her. Manifested.
They're like in the big city. I saw like a picture.
And then someone kills Blue and then they get all John Wick.
Oh my God.
And all three of them just go and kill.
Oh, they're thinking they're back.
Everyone keeps asking me if Steve from Blue's Clues is back. And I'm thinking, yeah, I'm back.
Thank you for joining us for this year's Junkies Choice Awards. And you could follow us on our website at www.popculturejunkie.com. You can find us on Facebook at the Pop Culture Junkie Podcast, on Twitter at Pop Junkies, on Instagram at pop.culturejunkies. And where can the people find everyone here?
You can find me, Shauna Trinidad, at Shauna Trinidad on Instagram and Twitter, Shaunatrinidad.
You can find me, Hayley, on Instagram at 30 Nerdy Thriving.
I'm Alex at ALCASNUN on Twitter and Instagram.
And you can find me, Nicole, on Instagram and TikTok at Nicole_Eldridge and on Twitter at NAEldridge14.
Come back next week for another hit of pop culture.
Pop Culture Junkie is a production of Pop Culture Entertainment Group. All rights reserved.